What is up? What is up? What is up, Facebook? I know it's been a while. It's been a while. I've been gone for a while. Uh, man, this little pandemic cleared up just a little bit, and things just start taking off. You got to get out here and take care of business. As you can see, I have just let the beard grow out. Gray is coming in pretty good, I think. So I think, right? But what's going on, guys? Mr. Hard Pivot, Tremaine Willis is back in the house, and just want to stop by for a few minutes. I am not going to be long whatsoever. Just had a conversation with a buddy of mine. We were talking about taxes. We were talking about debt, big business, just some things in general, just some money, some financial talk, just sitting down talking about it. You know, that's what we all should do. Every now and then, hey, that circle that you're with, you definitely should be just, hanging out. It's good to talk about sports and the who, what's, and where, what's going on. But you always want to talk about real things, the money, just life and financial freedom and the goals. Those are the people, iron sharpens iron, guys. That's why I love my team, the people that I hang with. So anyway, just out here in the backyard and beautiful day, as you can see. I haven't cut my grass in about 2 or 3 days. It tends to grow like it's ridiculous around here. Just soaks up water and it just grows. Oh my God, I have to cut it every few days. But yep, and you can hear the kids over here. They are doing what they do, and they are, yeah. I don't know if you can see them. There they go. Yep. So just out in the backyard, hanging out, chilling, and just wanted to jump on for a few minutes and per this conversation I had with my buddy. I want to talk about 4 financial challenges, man, that keep a lot of us from financial freedom. But I want to try to relate them in everyday terms. See, a lot of the times when we talk about these challenges and financial freedom and wealth and people that are rich, et cetera, it's something that's in our minds that keep a lot of us from even believing that can be us. You know what I mean? From the way you were raised, your frame of reference, your perspective, the people you were around, the people that you're around now, et cetera. So I just want to break down 4, just really quick. I'm not going to go into depth with them, but just to kind of just put them out there, just to put something on your mind. 4 roadblocks that, keep us from financial freedom. And a lot of times it starts with mindset. So definitely everything I do say, or it's always about mindset, because the mindset begets all of that. Mindset begets the action. The action that you have, that you do, it always is what you had in your mindset first. So your mindset always starts with mindset. So let's see. Again, like I was saying, we was having this conversation with my guy, and we were talking about taxes, and he's one that don't really pay taxes. And I'm like, hey man, you got businesses, you do this, you do that. You really need to kind of put all that in perspective. Do what you want, and he just the way he feels. Now, for all of us guys, like you and me, everyday average Joes and James, of course. One of the biggest things that keep us from financial freedom, don't get me wrong, it's taxes. Now I know all of us have heard how this major giant CEO paid less taxes than his secretary, a billionaire. He paid less taxes than his secretary. Now, don't get me wrong, his secretary is probably getting paid pretty good. She's probably getting paid pretty well. But he paid, as a billionaire, paid less taxes than her. Now, for us, we know for those that work every day, that work a 9 to 5, you look at that paycheck and you see, no, it makes you upset every time you see how much the government is taking in taxes. They're taking a third of your taxes off the top. And a lot of us don't know. We haven't been taught. We haven't been raised that way. We don't talk to, or we're not around a lot of people that can give us an understanding of that taxes, that everybody, just, you and I, we can learn to pay less taxes and minimize our taxes just like the wealthy. We don't get taught that typically by our people that we're around, our peers, or in school especially. School definitely doesn't teach us that. But taxes, they can be minimized. And all you have to do is just learn that strategy, learn those strategies that the wealthy use, because that's all they do. They don't do anything illegal. They don't evade taxes, and some people do, but most don't. They don't evade taxes. They just use the laws that are applied, that are applicable to each and every one of us. It's nothing super about them to where they can minimize their taxes and you can't. We all have a social security number in this country. And yeah, with that, it's about minimizing your taxes. Because if you work a job every day, you see that a third of your taxes are getting took. So you want to learn how to minimize that. You want to learn how to put more of that money back into your pocket. And there are ways and strategies to do that. So taxes, one of the four financial roadblocks, taxes. You learn to minimize taxes, learn to maximize your tax savings, and that can put you on the road to financial freedom alone. Just that alone can put you on the road to financial freedom. Then we talk about inflation. I want to personally talk about inflation because, we do fix and flips and stuff like that. And wood and drywall, the prices have just went through the roof. And I don't know if they're ever going to come back down. I don't know if the Koch brothers are going to ever bring those prices down. And it's just ridiculous. Now, that's just inflation from the standpoint of what I do. But inflation and hyperinflation haven't even kicked in yet, guys. I mean, they're talking about chicken shortages and everything is costing so much. And we all accustomed to inflation. We talk about this. We hear about inflation ever since we were little. Inflation's getting higher. And inflation is one of the biggest things as well that keep most people from reaching their financial freedom goals. Because if you're working a job or two jobs, I just want to put it in layman's terms, if I can, working two jobs, and you say, okay, well, if I work more jobs, I can make more money. But the thing is, you're making about the same thing every week, right? You're making about the same amount of money every 2 weeks. And if inflation is steady increasing, then you're making the same amount of money, then that actually means the value of your dollar is actually going down because your spending power is getting less. If that makes any sense, I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. That's about the easiest way I can explain that. So one of the strategies, again, there's always a strategy, and the wealthy use these strategies all the time. They just use the strategy of outpacing inflation by learning how to create avenues and businesses to where their money can make money while they sleep. Because there's just no way, you can't get enough jobs to outpace inflation. You have to create strategies and businesses to outpace inflation. You got to let money make money for you. It's just the bottom line. You can't outwork inflation. You just can't outwork it. There's just no way around it. So we're talking taxes, we're talking inflation, and now let's talk about debt. When the government is taking a third of your paycheck, and there's a lot of inflation. Oh, my neighbor's cranking up. Oh, my neighbor's cranking up his blower over there. I hope you guys can still hear me pretty well. So we talk taxes, we're talking inflation, and we're talking debt. So when the government is taking about 30 of your taxes out of your paycheck off the top, off the rip, think about it. They're taking a third off the top. Then you have inflation that's killing you because the prices of goods and services are getting higher and higher because businesses can do that arbitrarily. They could just say, for whatever reason, I want to raise the price of what I sell, my products and services. And so now, you want to go buy a house or something. Think about if you want to go buy a house or you want to go buy a car. The mortgage companies and the car services, they will give you a loan based on your gross, right? So you say if you make $100,000 a year, $80,000 a year, they'll give you a loan based on your gross. But remember, you're not ever really getting your gross because of the taxes. So they're giving you a loan based on your gross, and you're only netting X amount of dollars. And now you're putting yourself in debt to try to make up for what the government and inflation is taking. You get what I'm saying? So just debt, and we create more and more debt. And this country teaches us to it's okay to get in debt. It's okay to go get a mortgage and owe for 30 years. It's okay to get a car to 60 minutes. There's nothing wrong with that. If you work hard for stuff, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with any of that. There's nothing wrong with a job. We've all had them. We've all been there. It's not wrong with that. It's just about the mindset. So we're talking taxes. We're talking inflation. We're talking debt. And then we have one more, guys. Taxes, inflation, debt, And I know a lot of you guys have heard me speak before, so let me see. Show of hands. Anybody? Give me the fourth one. Taxes, debt, inflation. You got it. Big business, guys. Big business comes in and they swoop up another third of everything you earn. Think about big business. Every day we can turn the television on because every month there's some holiday. You know, we're talking January, we're talking February, Valentine's Day, New Year's, we're talking March Madness, you know, we're talking Mother's Day, Father's Day. Every month throughout the year, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, every month there's some big business trying to get in your pockets, right? And they do because they have a psychologically trained. The 4th of July that just passed. You know, people went out and spent tons of money that they really didn't have just to buy food to put on the grill, just to buy fireworks, just to buy clothes, and then not have enough to even pay their light bills. In some cases, that is absolutely the truth, you know, unfortunately. But they're so accustomed to saying, I have to celebrate the holidays. That's how, you know, brainwashed to a certain degree some people are. And it's okay to celebrate. It's okay to travel, to have fun. The key is letting those assets, you know, when you remember, we're talking mindset here. I love to travel. My family and I, we're going to travel. We're going to have fun. We're going to do all that. But you have to learn to allow to let your assets take care of that, which is a whole nother topic. But four roadblocks to financial freedom: taxes, insurance, debt, and big business. Keep that in mind, guys. So I'm back. I will be back here soon doing our videos. I think I'm gonna keep the beard, so get used to it. All right. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. All right. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So in the meantime, man, I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope you are safe, and I hope you're doing well in your life and whatever you got going on. And if you want to know anything else or ask any questions, feel free to reach out to me, DM me, comment. I'm here. All right, guys. So until then, enjoy the rest of your evening like I am. Going to sit back and just enjoy. And hope you guys enjoy as well. Hey, Ann. I see Ann Shanley. Ann Shanley just got a beautiful new home. Congratulations. All right, guys. Until then, buy, sell, flip, and invest. And always do your best.